Howdy folks, and welcome back to Fate Extra Caster New Game Plus. Today we'll be continuing round 7, day 4. If I remember, last time we spoke about Gawain's invincibility and how it is caused by the sun. And so we spoke with Rani about a plan to block out the sun. And to do that, we are going to need to get an item to hack. And to do that, we're going to go back to the first floor to get something from Julius, or where we beat him. And last tag quest here, she is very sad. If I must. It's on the arena's second floor. We have to find it within 2 days. And yeah, there is something special that you get if you... I don't remember exactly if it's... Well, I don't know exactly if it's either you have to complete all the tag quests and then start a New Game Plus file, or if you have to complete the tag quests on a New Game Plus file. I don't know whether... Or if it's both, if you have to complete it on your original file and on the New Game Plus file. I don't know which of the 3 options it is. If you refer to it as like playthrough 1 and playthrough 2, what I do know is that the extra thing only unlocks on playthrough 2, but I don't know if you cause it to unlock by being on playthrough 2 and completing Taiga, or if you complete Taiga on playthrough 1, then it unlocks on 2, or if you have to complete it on both. I think completing it on both is the least likely option. I feel like I've read, though, that if you completed the Taiga quest and then start New Game Plus, then the thing will be unlocked. And it might possibly be unlocked for all future playthroughs, as long as you've done it once, but I still do it every time anyway, since it's decoration for your... Just completing the regular Taiga quest gives you decorations for your room, so it'd be sad to not do them. Plus, if you don't do them, then you won't get the 100% arena completion, because you'll be missing a chest. One of Julius's possessions. We need a bit of his data in order to fool the protection protocols placed in the multimedia room. Perhaps I should go to where he and I fought, and where he disappeared. I might be able to find something of his there, or at the very least some kind of clue. There isn't much time left in the prep period. If I don't look into it today, I may not get another chance. I should be a bit more cautious when I go exploring. Be careful, my dear master. And let's see. I'm doing okay still on ether crystals. And we got move speed and MP heal equipped. And this is the route we are going. This way. And I'll just ignore the enemies if I can, since they are floor 1 enemies. I don't remember where this floor's Nephilim was, though. It might have been down there, but who cares. We'll look for the item, and then we'll leave. And if we find the Nephilim, then we'll fight it, but if we don't find it, then we won't worry about it. Here, this is where I fought with Julius, and where he finally disappeared for good. As I carefully examine the area where he stood, I see a black feather lying on the floor. Obtained obsidian feather.
Ah, there seems to be something black oozing from that feather. It's pretty gross, don't you think? It looks like it's a feather from his coat. That should be good enough for our purposes, right?
Interesting thought. Maybe something so tied to Julius would be enough to break through the protection. I'll give it a try as soon as I return to campus. Return to campus.
Is that going to be it for today?
Quickest arena exploration ever. Actually, probably not. There was probably one on the... There was probably one where I straight up entered the arena then exited immediately, but still very quick. Save progress. Only a couple more episodes left of the playthrough, because we only got 3 days left, plus then the Holy Grail episode, which is just so much cutscene. I have a possession of Julius's that I picked up in the arena. With this, I may be able to break into the multimedia room and use it as a base. Plus the New Game Plus Taiga quest thing that unlocks.
Oh, I can sense the Scorpion's residual thoughts in this. With this, the multimedia room's identification scan should prove no obstacle to you. I'll begin opening our new base of operations immediately. Come by this evening. We'll make plans at that time.
I hope the procedure goes well. No, I need to focus on chipping away at Gawain's ability for now. So yeah, this is one of those rounds where I have to guess that if you don't max out the information matrix, you just can't win, since you can't do damage.
Please hold the Scorpion's article next to the door.
I hold up Julius's possession as Rani requests. Next, Rani utters a low chant and the lock clicks open.
It is a success. There is much power in this place. I believe I can hack the arena to lower the lighting from here. Please stall for time however you can, Hakuno.
Of course. While Rani is hacking here, I'll distract Leah. If correctly timed with the fall of the light, just one strike against Gawain is all If correctly timed with the fall of the light, just one strike against Gawain is all that is needed.
We will only have one chance. It is of the utmost necessity that would be in perfect synchronization.
After I nod in agreement, Rani goes into the multimedia room. I better go find Leo right away, because if I miss him going into the arena and mess up the timing, the plan will amount to nothing. This is the multimedia room. Nothing on rooftop. Second floor, we'll check in with Caster, Little Miss Tamamo. Oh, it looks like this is conversation, maybe.
The war is almost over. With one more victory, the Holy Grail is ours. We will reach the core of heaven. Master, this may seem kind of random, but would you consider just stopping right here and now? To live in absolute freedom, just let the Holy Grail and that child be. And there's a way around the rule about dying if you don't win. It's not that hard to create a loophole. Then we could go back to the beginning when the school was calm. That'd be okay with you, right?
Her sudden questioning takes me totally by surprise. And even more surprising than Castor's words is a look of frail weakness in her eyes.
I'm joking. Really. Turning back after coming this far wouldn't fit my master's personality at all. If we were going to drop out of the war at all, we would have had to do it at the beginning. The lives of the 6 masters we've beaten mean nothing to me, but I can't dismiss all your efforts. Alright, let's get our heads straight and head out. And forget everything I said just now, okay?
Ooh, it is very interesting playing through this after I've personally played through the Caster route before. So I actually know her motivations for saying those words. And I'll try to keep it at that so that I don't spoil too much with my emotions. Let's see, we're good on the chapel, but we do want to pick up some healing. Items. Also, while we're here, I will pick up the, what's it called? Silver Anklet. I was having trouble actually reading just then. Eyes are weird sometimes. Yeah, greatly raises magic. Anklet modified with Thaumaturgy to the helps of master enhance their servants' magic abilities. Oh, we could buy 11 of them. Oh, 12 of them, actually. But no, we'll buy one. And we won't equip it yet. Oh yeah, we want items as well. And let's see. We'll buy some magic crystal shards to stock up again. And we want ether crystals. It's so weird how you have to press left to go up and right, left to go up 10 and right to go down 10 in this, where like every other game I've ever played, it's right to go up 10 and left to go down 10. But anyways, we got our healing items. And yeah, the silver anklet we might equip later on for one of these final boss fights here. But for now, we'll just stick with the enhancement spike and magic plus. There's someone in a deep crimson uniform across the hallway. It's Leo. I have to get him to the arena and buy some time while Rennie finishes her hacking. I've got to chase him down before I lose sight of him. Let's actually check. We have 400 MP, and 6 times 3 is 18, and then 18 times 2 is 36, so it would cost 360 MP to use to fully spam spells for 2 turns in a row. And then by spamming spells for 2 turns, it does mean that on the 3rd turn we could activate Blessings of Amaterasu to get spells for free. So possibly, if I do something like cast MP heal on the 1st turn and yeah, something like MP heal on the 1st turn and magic boost on the 2nd turn, that might be good. And then magic boost, like most other buffs, lasts 3 turns, I believe.
It appears you've entered the arena. I am attempting to perform a hack, but I need a bit more time. The innards should be close. Please roam out and buy some time. Let's hop to it, Master. Our plan will fall apart if we don't catch them before they get away. Let the hunt begin.
So yeah, we definitely want to equip it right now, since right now we only need to stall them. That's right, we need to stall them. So it'll be pretty much the same as the battle last episode, I think. I believe it was last episode that we fought them. Except this time we have one more level of information matrix against them. Also, I do remember that the Nephilim of this floor is around this corner here, and I also remember that in the Saber playthrough I looked and wasn't able to see it from up there. Haha, I knew it. Guess we'll also take out this guy while we're here. Nice, healthy claustrophobia. It is sort of funny that the highest level phobia enemy is claustrophobia. Oh, and little by little, we're getting closer to that damage taken achievement. We might get there before the heat death of the universe. Because yeah, I believe it's 300,000 damage taken to do the whole playthrough is the max level of the achievement. And it's like actually insane. Okay, let's see here. So we bought items, so we'll beat this guy pretty hard, so as I can recover after. Something like this. Oh yeah, he's gonna blast me though. Then we stun him, which opens us up to buff ourselves a second time. And he's gonna blast us again. I am thankful that the vast majority of normal enemies' skills, and I say normal enemy, this is technically a rare enemy, but the vast majority of non-servant enemies' skills don't actually do that much damage. Especially the ones that are just stat buffs. That got us a nice like 2,300 or so experience, which is very nice and tasty. So, chuck a shard, then we MP heal, and we MP heal again to be safe, and then we crystal fragment to be extra safe, and then we keep running. Then I started blasting. And theoretically, if I choose to grind EXP later on, then I could get to
a setting sun. So, we've come this far. This time, I will protect my master.
But yeah, some of you might remember from the end of the last playthrough that there is an endgame grinding area. After you beat round 7, you can just grind as much as you want before you go get the Holy Grail. Which is very nice, and it lets you like get your levels and stuff as much as you want, and you can like leave and come back at full health. And it's overall it's just cool that they put that in the game. It also serves another purpose that we'll get into later, but so the enemies there have their own information levels like every other enemy. So if I got to high enough information level to where I could see like all their moves, then I could allow myself to purposefully get hit by like 1 or 2 attacks and then blast them with magic to whip them out. So then that could be what I do to work towards the like battle achievement. Also, if I remember correctly, something that the sequel CCC has, but this game does not have, is the ability to flee from battle. In Extra here, once you get into a battle, you have to either win or game over. And there's no other option. There also isn't, as far as I'm aware, there isn't like a special item or anything that you can use to like escape battles. You just have to win or die. Elixir, those are super good. Oh yeah, and we have 5 elixirs. I remember with Saber, we were like rationing out like 1 elixir per round once we got to like round 4 or 5. Okay, I see the full combo. It's so satisfying when you have a Shulk from Xenoblade I can see the future type moment. And that's what we call a full combo. The double extra. Now at your McDonald's menu. And we're almost to a level. Let's see. I want Big Guy to level up. As in, killing Big Guy to level up my stats. Break, Bridget, break. Good, got stunned. Yeah, combos are still good because of 2 things. 1, the increased damage based on the length of your combo, and 2, just getting a 4th attack, which is very nice. Also, for those of you familiar with the mobile game Fate Grand Order, you might notice that its combat system seems pretty heavily based off of the Extraverse combat system. where you have 3 basic commands and getting 3 commands in a row. So, in grand order, the battle commands aren't in a rock, paper, scissors thing, but rather you basically draw a bunch of cards, and you have multiple servants on your team, and so you draw a bunch of cards with those servants on them, but there are also different types of cards. Let's finish this guy off though. There's, if I remember, there's like magic, power, and quick, something like that. Power cards make you do more damage. Quick cards make you gain a higher critical chance on your next turn. Level up. Level 38. 1,798 HP, 408 MP, 6 skill points. Quick cards make you have a higher critical on your next turn. They have a weird system with critical hits in that game, but I don't need to get into that. And then magic cards make you gain magic cards fill up your Noble Phantasm meter, and when the meter gets full, then you can use your Noble Phantasm. It is a mobile game, so they simplified some of the actual mechanics. Also, this is a tricky one. We don't know if it's doing a break combo or an attack combo. But because we don't know that, we go for the Blastum strategy. But yeah, so they have 2 special types of combos that you can do in grand order. So you normally have about, like, I think you have 3 servants out at one time. 3 servants out at once against, like, a group of enemies. The size of the group of enemies varies per battle and all that, but yeah. And then, so you like get a random assortment of the battle cards each turn, and then you have to choose 3 of them to play. It's similar to how you choose 6 actions to take in this game per turn, in that you choose 3 actions, and then they get performed in the order you chose them, just like this game. Like, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yeah, so the 2 different types of combo we can do is, first combo is matching 3 of the same card type. So if you play 3 power cards or 3 quick cards or something like that, then you'll get a combo of that type, and the effect of that card will be enhanced. You'll get like a special bonus, like 3 power cards makes all attacks for that combo do more damage. And if we use the servants from this game as an example, you could have on your team, say, like, Tiger Thermos. Not Tiger Thermos on your team, but you could have, let's say, like, Robin Hood and Cuckoo Lane, and Gawain on your team, as an example. Then, if you got, like, a Robin power, a Cuckoo Lane power, and a Gawain power, you could play, like, if you drew them, like, because it's sort of a card game, sort of. If you drew them all, you could play them and then do a power combo. Then, the second combo type is the servant combo, also known as the extra combo, ha ha ha. I made up both those names because I don't actually remember what they're called in game. I think it's something like extra combo. But if you play 3 cards of the same servant, so with my example, if you play 3 Gawain cards in one turn, then you get to do Gawain would get to do an extra attack. He would get to do an extra 4th attack that turn. And the 4th attack only activates when you're doing 3 attacks with the same servant in one turn. And depending on your servant, so each servant has like 5 cards that they add to your deck. And so you have like 15 cards in your deck at a time, and you draw like 5 of them randomly each turn. And then you play 3 of them. So some servants would have like 2 power cards, 2 quick cards, and 1 magic card or something like that. Generally they have like a 2, 2, and 1. But some of them have a 3, 1, 1, like 3 power cards, 1 quick, and 1 magic. And those characters are able to do a special combo, the extra type combo, where they both get an extra attack and a type bonus. So like, I don't know what Gawain actually has in the game, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, he is in the mobile game. But if we assume that he had 3 power cards, for 3 power cards, 1 quick card, and 1 magic card, and you just so happen to draw all 3 power cards at the same time, then you would be able to play all 3 of them, which would then boost all of your attack damage for that turn drastically, and the power cards already do higher damage just by default. And then you do a 4th attack, which is still boosted by the power boost. So it's extra good, and everything's fun and awesome. And then we have another bonus effect, which is that the first card type that you play per turn gives a slight bonus to all the other cards that you play that turn. So if the first action you take in a turn is a power card, then all your attacks that turn will do slightly more damage, even if they're a quick or a magic card. If your first is a quick card, then...
Something just occurred to me. Master, about our time in the arena. How long have we been underwater? Huh. The time felt so short, yet so long.
But yeah, so if you if you play a quick card first, then sorry, I'm just blanking out a little bit. Yeah, if you play a quick card first, then you'll gain more critical points to spend the next turn, which raises your critical rate. Even with your power and magic cards. And playing a magic card first makes your other attacks slightly boost your Noble Phantasm gauge. Which is why it's extra good to combo multiple of the same card type, because power cards already do high damage. So then if you use a power card first, then you boost the strength of all your attacks that turn, then everything else will do more damage and all that. And everything will be good and fun and amazing and all that. But then also, another aspect is that the later in the combo you play your card, so if you play something on the second or third action, it will have a greater effect. So if you play a power card on the third action, it'll be stronger. It'll be a stronger attack than if you played it on the second action. And like if you play a magic card on the third action, it'll gain more Phantasm gauge than if you did it on the first or second action. So sometimes you wanna mix and match, like do a power card on the first turn on the first action to boost the damage of all your stuff, and then do like a magic card on the third action to gain a large gauge and still do high damage. There he is. The gold-haired Harway King stands in the arena, his knight in shining silver armor beside him. I have to distract him to buy some time.
Ah, Hakuno. Is your search for the triggers going well?
From Leo's conversational tone, you would think he forgot that we had fought yesterday. That works for me. I bring up my uneasiness about the utopia Leo spoke of. A world in which he sees regulation as a necessity. A puzzled expression on his face. Leo answers me with a question.
Where is there room for any doubt? No poverty, no war, no inequality. Those things are the conditions for happiness, conditions the Harways maintain. There are two types of people, those who manage, and those who enjoy the fruits of being managed. In this case, the fruits of being managed are stability and happiness.
That's wrong. When people have nothing to strive for, stagnation trumps stability. When individual people work toward a better tomorrow, humanity as a whole progresses. Dan taught me to strive for a goal. Alice reached out for the vigor of human life while in stasis herself. Even Gato wanted badly to shape the world, and didn't Rinto Osaka fight against the world? And even Julius, even that twisted man took a step forward and grasped his memories. I'm positive that stability had no role in the best part of the lives of any of these people. The stability that Leo would impose on us is suspended animation. Of course we'd be free of struggle.
You are hopeless. It is unfortunate that you say such things. You cannot understand me, but I see the eradication of strife under my rule as the noblest achievement.
Leo sighs, and glances casually at Gawain.
Shall we, Gawain? It is sad, but he places himself in opposition to the Harways.
As you wish. My holy blade is an incarnation of the sun. For my king I shall scorch the earth. That's the end of that conversation. The atmosphere on the battlefield instantly changes, and Castor leaps forward to engage.
Oh, you're a saber. Then I will be my master's armor. I'll be impenetrable steel. I will wrap around my master's body and protect him from every attack and every evil. Being armor means that I can get a lot more snugly with my master than if I was a stupid sword.
Very well, then I shall pierce that armor and skewer your master. I would burn steel to ash with my holy sword if it prevented my lord from his rightful rule.
Too bad for you, my love is already a raging inferno with no sense of petering out into ash. No, even if I turn into ash, I'll be like a phoenix and resurrect. I'm good at transferring souls. Who cares about kings? Nothing in the whole world is more scorching than the fires of love.
I had just intended to stall for time, but suddenly the tension in the air draws tight as a bowstring.
No one can resist a fox's provocation. Now that he's all steamed up, he won't notice that I'm just stalling for time with my attacks. Probably.
Castor smiles, and I'm left wondering if this outcome was inevitable. Fortunately, it seems Gawain has lost his cool. I'll just have to stave him off long enough for Ranny to finish. Matrix, level 2. Okay, so assuming that he doesn't use his noble phantasm, I have a basic idea of how to survive this. Also, I'm gonna pause real quick and be back in just a second. Took a quick break and, well, not a quick break, but well, not a break at all. I just grabbed some water. But okay, let's see here. So remember the plan, me. We blast him. And we MP heal. The blasting won't actually damage. I mean, yeah, the blasting won't damage him, but it also won't stun him. He upped his luck. What we have to worry about is his stabby stab attack. We can't really read when he's gonna do it. And if we just block against his normal attacks using whatever the heck, Aphotic Cave, that's what it is. If we just block against the normal attacks with Aphotic Cave, we still take a lot of damage. So instead, we'll do our best to heal in the middle of the turn. This seems decent. Yeah, fiery, then we'll guard, then we'll Aphotic Cave, because we see the code cast coming, so it gives us a hint that he's probably going to attack then. Then, on action 4, we will Ether Crystal, blast him, then attack. Thankfully, with that information, we don't have to use a spell on every action, since we can actually see some of his actions now. He's gonna bomb. I have to wonder, like, I assume that it has to have a special effect, right? That bomb? Like, I assume it's meant to, like, try and stun us or something. This is the attack, I believe. It always looks like it's a buff skill. Like, and then, like, Assassin had the opposite problem, where he, like, spawned a bunch of spikes out of the earth, and it looks like an attack, but it's actually a buff, it is a buff skill. And we don't need to use the Phantasm. Okay. We will blast him, guard, Aphotic Cave, heal, blast, Aphotic Cave again on action 6, just in case. Using Aphotic Cave on action 6 might doom us, but we'll see. Assuming that he uses the skill on action 5, a second time on action 5 or something, and then it ends up math. To put it shortly, it's math. But I believe that actually, he might be doing more damage now. I believe last time he was only doing about, like, 1,000, like, about 1,300 damage or so with his attack if he was hitting us directly. But anyways, terminating hostilities.
Look, you can swing that sword as wildly as you want. There's no point if you don't hit anything.
Caster's taunt is gleeful, but the expression on her face is stern. Even though Gawain is upset, he continues to strike heavily and effectively, driving Caster back. Still nothing. I can tell by Caster's face that they're at their limit. I may have to prepare for the worst.
I am sorry for the wait. I will now extinguish the sun.
The moment Rani's transmission ends, I glance meaningfully at Caster. This is it.
Here's the moment I've been waiting for. Eat this critical strike.
With all her might, Caster drives a single blow into Gawain. A moment later, Gawain is fuming at what's happened to his body.
You were just stalling for time? What have I been doing?
Gawain's thing might be that he doesn't have one voice. I don't know. I cannot remember what his voice was.
Haha, now you can't cheat anymore.
Caster taunts Gawain. but I'm not sure we cheated any less. Well, at least she's happy.
Gawain, let's retreat for now. They are victorious today.
After Gawain reluctantly lowers his sword, Leo turns to me. He's still so damn upbeat.
How unexpected. Using a full third of my power, I was still kept at bay. I'm glad to know I wasn't wrong in getting excited about facing you.
For someone admitting defeat, Leo looks positively chipper. He laughs cheerfully as he logs out. He was only using a third of his power just now. Knowing Leo, he wasn't lying. But at least I've neutralized one of Gawain's abilities. 2 days remain until the elimination battle. Can I catch up to Leo by then? Matrix level 3. Oh, here's the trigger. Trigger obtained. Trigger code Zai.
This is the final cipher key. Master, we have traveled far down the path of love. Let's kick that little boy's royal behind. We did it, my dear master.
We can read some Matrix too to spend time. Numeral of the Saint. EX. Condition unique to Sir Gawain. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. No between 3 p.m. to sunset. His powers increased by a factor of 3. 3 Celtic gods. You guys can read that. It's a repeat from last playthrough, so yeah. Not reading the full stuff. And let's check. How much has respawned on this floor specifically? Only the little guy. Little guys, plural. We're at 38. And let's see. Leave campus.
It's just a hop, skip, and a trip back to her love nest.
I believe that we got everything. Okay, good. I couldn't remember if we got Tyga's thing or not. But yeah, we did. 100%, 100%, obtain, completed, everything. And even though they are pretty much meaningless, I do like that they show the actual stats on the information matrix.
Akuna, I am glad yesterday went well.
I say useless because, one, you only see them after you beat them. You only see the stats like strength and defense after you beat them. But two is that even just knowing like the letter grades, it actually means nothing to me. Like, oh, they were fast. Because with a character like Saber, you still have to hit them with physical attacks and such. The only one that would probably actually be useful to know beforehand is the agility stat, to know whether or not your attack skills would activate before or after theirs. Rani is waiting for me in her spot by the window. Her golden skin is radiant in the sun. Yesterday we struck a strong blow against Gawain, so it's possible to be positive about the finals. Tomorrow was the 7th and final elimination battle. I never thought I'd be staying on equal ground with Leo and Gawain, but thanks to Rani, it's a reality. Those words of thanks are on my mind as I look at Rani.
There's something on my face.
She looks so perplexed as she asks. I can't help thinking how cute she is when she gets flustered, and I smile. Rani smiles back.
I thought you might be worried over Leo Harway's philosophy, but it seems I was incorrect.
I spent time wondering if Leo's philosophy had merit, but in the end, I realized that his way of thinking is wrong. I realized after fighting him that as strong as Leo is, he's missing something critical. That's why I know I can win.
It's a relief to hear that.
Rani smiles. Seeing that smile reinvigorates me to win and return to her, no matter what. So yeah, I believe I mentioned before that I was thinking of what, which rounds are you able to win without getting a full information matrix on your enemy first? Because, stuff like, I don't know, stuff like Shinji, I'm pretty sure you don't need the full matrix to actually win. It'd just be much harder to win. And then stuff like Assassin, I'm pretty sure you need to do at least part of the matrix. You need to break his invisibility in order to damage him. And then with Gawain here, also the sky's going dark. Something. With Gawain, I was thinking, and I was initially thinking, obviously you can't win because he's invincible unless you complete his matrix by getting to level 3, because you get the level 3 when you break his invincibility. But then a second thought popped up, and that was, you can't even reach the elimination battle in the first place, since Gawain and Leo are blocking the second trigger. So you have to beat them to get the second trigger. So, yeah, they are. And then on day 1 of week 7, you enter the first floor, and it's corrupted by Julius. And I don't think I showed it this time, but in the last playthrough I showed that you can't actually leave during that day. The exits are locked off. If you try to leave, you just can't. So you have to beat Julius on day 1, and then you have to beat Leo on day 5 or whatever. I'm so nervous that I've forgotten something, making everything that I've done so far be for naught.
My dear master, this is our last night together. Did you get the cipher keys? And you wouldn't dream of forgetting the alteration of the soul, right?
Hearing familiar words from my servant calms me. I'd really like to save myself the embarrassment of losing by default in the finals. Just in case, I should check the cipher key display on my terminal. Also, I need to finish all my other preparations today. Visiting the commissary, performing an alteration of the soul, training in the arena, it's all necessary. I should do everything I need to. I can't be too careful either. Right, can't be too careful either. I don't know. Farther down the hallway, the sounds of an argument can be clearly heard. On the now sparsely populated campus, it's easy to identify one of the voices as Randy's, and the other voice can only belong to Leo.
A mere doll of Atlas. That is correct. As I am now, I have a heart, passion, and wishes.
I see.
Pardon my rudeness. I should have expected nothing less of Atlas's finest creation. To make a being that is almost, but not quite human, is an impressive and admirable feat. Unfortunately, whether I live or die has yet to be determined. As for the rules, the Holy Grail goes to the last person standing. But the real question here doesn't concern my life, but yours does not. Doesn't concern my life, but yours does it not. If you fall, the Harways will lose the successor, and their grip on the world will loosen.
True, but I'm going to win. It's not bravado or a lie. Leo believes he's speaking the truth. Also, it is incredibly difficult to switch between Leo's and Randy's voices so quickly, which is why I'm not doing that. I am failing miserably. And it is definitely not in blind faith. He has judged himself and doesn't find himself lacking.
My professor believes the Harways are the source of the stagnation that currently plagues humanity. Also, your possession of the Grail will lead to catastrophe. That is why you must stand down.
Catastrophe, you say, Ranny?
Well, I do understand. Catastrophe, you say. Ranny, while I do understand your point of view, I must disagree. No, you look tired. Now is not the time for an extended conversation, I'm afraid. With that said, I bid you a good day.
Leo makes a big gesture towards Ranny, while at the same time acknowledging me with a smile. Hakuna, I look forward to finally meeting you on the field of battle. I notice as he leaves that his smile never once slipped. If I was still the same person as I was before, his words would have badly shaken me. But everything is different now. Now, I have a purpose, a reason to fight for the Holy Grail. That is why my path diverges from Leo's. But only the Holy Grail knows which. But only the Holy Grail knows which the correct one is. Library. Goodbye, Sharon Tix, the best NPC. Hello, multimedia room. My favorite room.
I believe in you. Just the thought of that makes me very happy. Kishinami, please win and come back to me. I'll be waiting.
I always do find it how funky it is that everyone disappears on day 7. We will speak with Castor, and since both I have stuff to do in real life and also we'd just be grinding for a long while, and it's getting a bit long, we'll do the arena next time. Not yet though. Well, we're not finishing the episode yet though, we still have dialogue to do.
Congratulations! You've finally been recognized as the hardest worker in the Moon Cell! You're the wealthiest master here! Your obsessive dedication to scavenging and saving has paid off! I have mixed feeling about all of this. As of now, not only are you rich, but you're a winner as well. Considering how this world is now, I wouldn't be surprised if you're the most desirable person around. In fact, I'm a little worried that the evil harpies still lording around will try to hit on you. Well, should that happen, I'll just crush them like the cockroaches they are. Or better yet, I'll do what my emo friend Kiyohime would do, and trap them in a bell and set it on. I'll do what my email friend Kiyohime would do, and trap them in a bell and then set it on fire.
It's actually fun that they reference Kiyohime, which I believe is the first time she's ever been mentioned in the series, and then she shows up in the mobile game. Oh yeah, Taiga. Object that grants wishes, the Tiger Thermos. Take this plushie in return. Taiga's stuffed animal.
I must thank you for helping me with all my requests. Well, let's look at the final battle.
Stay accurate as normal. I wanted to check today because we can't check on day 7 because the nurse's office is locked on day 7 for whatever reason. Plush time. But yeah, that should be it. We'll speak to Caster one more time real quick. We got Tiger plushie. We are super rich and cool and attractive. We are the best person ever. And with that, I'll see you all next time for grinding and presumably the elimination battle. Because I'll be cutting most of the grinding, so it should only take like 5-10 minutes for you guys. So yeah, elimination battle tomorrow. And then technically post-game stuff, because we have more stuff to do after round 7, but before the Holy Grail. But anyways, see you then. Bye-bye!